I don't know if you know about that or if you have any thoughts, but I wanted to start there.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's 60% of the total programming. You know what I
Is it
mean? And
really?
it's fascinating because it's like, as I have evolved the program and my relationship with the network and ultimately sort of the business that I have with the network, it evolved into creating more content and airing more shows. And so they began to air more shows and the ratings went up higher and higher. So then now people are watching it in blocks of, 2 and 3 hours at a time. So and linear cable as a whole kind of faded to appointment television, and you had hero content that pushed up to the forward on almost all the networks. And I just happened to be lucky, you know what I mean, of like finding that sort of resurgence. But I was also, because I control and own the production, I have negotiated on the unit economics of the show and what the network needed as the cable advertising world was evolving. So I was able to control it at a higher level than traditional talent, which took me from getting 30 episode orders to 168 episode orders, which then eventually became 500 episode orders, right? It's an
And were you always
unusual.
Well,
plugged into that? Like I know with, for example,
well,
athletes like Floyd Mayweather, right? Starts off as a boxer, but then the promotion, the production company basically takes all the economics, and he's out here, the talent, the one that's drawing in all the viewers, but didn't own that piece. And then over time, now he owns it all because he kind of like got screwed for a few years, or sort of wisened up and said, oh, I need to own more of this stack in order for me to like benefit in the way that for the value I'm bringing. Did you get it from day one, or did it take some time for you to figure that
I,
part out?
Look, I think you guys know the complexity of making a successful business, right? So at the end of the day, there's arbitrage for talent and different aspects of business, and it relates to entertainment. But the ability to actually monetize it, create value, and then in my case, sell it for a significant amount of money is extraordinarily difficult unless you really understand business at a really high level. So it's way beyond. I started my first company at 18 years old. I went through basically years and years of making millions and losing millions through ventures, where I ultimately created a system to grow into being a great entrepreneur, and then I capitalized on this unfair advantage that I had in the entertainment space to be able to look at the opportunity and maximize it, both from a talent perspective and create a business that I was able to have acquired through that platform. You know what I
ca-
mean? I think it's more rare than it is common for an athlete to have that mindset.
yeah, and let me give a background here. And this is what I'm about to